Happy Sunday. This is so crazy. We're having so much fun, right, Emily?
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining us once again. I really, really appreciate it. I hope you loved the last episode. This is going to be episode 7, yes?
Yes.
Today is going to be a fun one. It's going to be talking about non-scale victories. There's so many of them, so I would love to share a few non-scale victories. By the way, my name is Antonietta. This is the awesome Emily. And yeah, let's do this. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing to the YouTube channel. Share if you can. Thank you. Excellent.
Starting off, explain what a non-scale victory is, because I think a lot of people are so scale number driven.
Yes. So non-scale victory is basically, it does have nothing to do with what's on the scale. So we, like I'm a Weight Watchers member, WW member, so every Saturday I would jump on the scale, and the scale keeps the score. So the non-scale victories are things that have nothing to do scale related. So, fitting into a smaller size of clothes, or, doing things that you had limitations before. So things like that. That's what non-scale victory is. It's got nothing to do with the number on the scale. Because sometimes the scale, I just want to throw it outside.
Yes.
Because sometimes it's not a true reflection of your journey, yeah?
No.
But it keeps the score, I get it. I was very scale driven, but yeah, that's what non-scale victory is.
I love that. I
So
think a lot of people don't realize the importance of having those proud moments that aren't number driven.
Yeah.
What was something that when you started your journey, how did you plan non-scale victories or work those into your journey and your goals?
Oh, Emily, good one. So, I didn't plan non-scale victories. My brain was just about the scale. Yes. I was, a lot of people in my tribe always told me, there's a lot of non-scale victories. And I'm like, shh, I'm scale driven. I was very, very much scale driven. And I know that wasn't the right way of go, but that's how my brain was able to deal with it. I was very scale driven. So the number of the scale meant equaled the happiness that I felt. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Which is not the case. So I was very, very scale driven. I wasn't non-scale driven, but the non-scale victory came when big things I noticed. I'm like, wait a second. You know what I mean? They are telling me the truth, that I shouldn't focus on the scale. But yeah, there was a lot, big milestones happened with non-scale victories that changed my mindset and said, yes, I need to calm down on the scale and focus on the non-scale victories.
What was one of your first non-scale victories that you remember it being a big deal for you?
Yes, so the big one is, I'm not sure if I mentioned this in my previous videos, because I know that I've mentioned it out loud, but I can't remember if I did already. But the biggest non-scale victory was, so Leslie and I went to Ireland 2 years ago in October, and the big thing about that was getting to sit in the seat in the plane.
I love this one.
And this one was crazy. So lots of pressure there. When I got to sit in the plane, in the seat in the plane, and I was able to get the thing that the food tray, and there was room between me and the food tray, and I was able to bend it. That was oh my God, I've actually did it. That's when I was oh heavens, that was a huge non-scale victory. And I'm and this is what they're talking about. Yes. The non-scale victory, because I can see the transformation. So every time, you never see the changes in you until those things happen, because that wasn't something that your mind's did that sweater actually not fit me? You know what I mean? You play those games, but the seat in the airplane and the food tray was the biggest thing.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's such a big one that I think it's hard.
Yeah.
You don't know it until you live that.
Yeah.
What was a non-scale victory that you had someone else maybe recognize that for you? I think sometimes when you're going through this journey that other people bring out in something that you haven't seen before. I know people have been oh, you've been so much more active lately. Something that someone else has noticed in you, but it's not about your look or your weight loss, the number.
Oh.
That's a tough one.
That's a tough one. Someone that notices that I didn't notice before.
Or something that someone else has noticed the change in your life
Yeah.
being on the journey?
I think, which one would that be, Emily? The clothes situation. Like, so a lot of my girlfriends have given me their clothes, but the clothes that they've given me are still, were big.
Amazing.
So they're like, oh, here's that. They go, it can fit you. I'm like, no, it's like, it's big now. Like, things like that. Like, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my God, I can't believe I'm actually shopping in her closet.
I love
Like,
it.
things like that. Yeah,
That's
that's
good.
the only one that I can remember.
I love it. What was, or what has been your most recent non-scale victory?
My recent non-scale victory? Oh my God. My recent non-scale victory. Okay, my recent non-scale victory would be really noticing that. So when I do my fitness classes, sometimes I get caught in that and I'm like, I can actually do a class, talk, and sing at the same time and not be out of breath. Like sometimes I sit there and be like, am I actually, I'm like, oh my God, I am Jennifer Lopez. Do you know what I mean? Like in terms of like her capability of like, because I always thought like, how does she do all these things and sing at the same time and still be able to sing? You know what I mean? Isn't she out of breath? But then I'm like, oh my God, I'm in that category. I can totally do that. Like it's so crazy. Like that's a good one. Yeah, that was a good non-scale victory. Yeah, that was a good one. And we talked about something today. What were you saying? We mentioned a good non-scale victory today. You said we should talk about it.
Oh, you're big. I think you have a lot of great things that you've done and you've achieved, and I think people don't realize how much you do. I mean, I realize because I'm very in it, but you do a lot for other people, and you won something.
Oh, right. Yes. Oh my God, yes, Emily, thank you. Yes, not big, huge, non-scale victory. Yes, we're talking about. So I put my name forward and my story forward to a group called Fit Girls and Women, and that was doing an inspirational award across Canada. And so I put my story through. I submitted my story. I got nominated to submit my story, and I put my story through, and then I got chosen from 1 out of 5 finalists across Canada. So it just wasn't Ontario.
Across Canada.
Across Canada.
So we all are aware, across Canada. Because I think it's huge, because across Canada is massive. And the amount of people that put their names in and their stories that were all lovely and wonderful, and you...
Yeah,
you did it.
The other 5, so we were 5 finalists. I was chosen to be 1 out of the 5 finalists. The other 4 women were phenomenal. Yeah, their stories were great, and I was just honored to be in their presence.
Yes.
So I was chosen 1 of the 5 finalists, and I won the award. So that was like a huge non-scale victory.
Amazing.
So I won the inspirational award, and I did that. That was crazy, because if I really think about that, there was no way, like, in 2016 would I ever think that I would win such an award, or even be nominated, or even be surrounded by women like that. That's crazy. That's huge. That's a huge non-scale victory. Yeah.
Yes.
So thanks for voting, everybody.
Yes. I tried to vote so many times. Like, maybe if I use multiple emails. Speaking about non-scale victories and having that, however many years ago you didn't think you would be in this place and be able to share that story. How would you suggest for somebody to start? Like, how can they look forward to things or make those non-scale victory goals of theirs and find out that kind of why that we talk about?
Yes. So what I would suggest is, okay, so say that again, because I'm trying to figure it out.
Yes.
Okay, go on.
So how would you suggest for someone to start making those non-scale victory, almost as a goal, and making that their why, rather than saying, I want to lose 50 pounds, because it's very easy to say, I want to lose 50 pounds and not have little things in between to keep you motivated.
Yes.
So how would you suggest that?
Yes. So, great question. Okay. So a lot of people, a lot of whys sometimes it is scale driven, right? So it is like 50 pounds. They put a number to their journey.
Yes.
But some people, most of us should think about, it could be their health. Their health can be a number 1 goal. So there's no number associated with it, but it's their health, right? Another one thing is that fitting, if they wanted to, like myself, going into a bathing suit, going swimming, having the courage to put a bathing suit on, going swimming. Number 3 is maybe you're a mom or you're a grandma or you're an aunt or whatever that want to just like chase your kids or your grandkids or whatever, nieces or nephew, and you want to like keep up with them. Or if you want to run like half a marathon, you know what I mean, and then get to, so there's so many non-scale victories, like, you know, if you want to like fit into your dress, or if you're getting married, or there's so many things that can be a non-scale victory goal.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? So that can motivate you because you're actually seeing the results.
Yes.
The scale will help you get there. It's a tool to help you get there, but you, when you do your non-scale victories, you actually see it. Yeah.
Yes.
With that, did I answer that correctly?
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's great self-motivation, because when you hit that goal and you're like, oh man, I just did it. Yeah. So it's good. Yeah. That non-scale victories are huge. Take it from me. Huge non-scale victories. Yeah.
Can you share your story a little bit about your why when you first started your journey? Because I know the story, but I think it's very empowering and very relatable to a lot of people.
Yes. So the why was, so I loved swimming. And I love going into the pool and just love that feeling and that smell and everything. So at that time, in 2016, I hadn't gone swimming for 15 years. Yes. So for 15 years, I avoided the pool. I avoided all the goodness and that's associated with the water, because I didn't have the courage or the strength, or, you know, I couldn't put a bathing suit on. And so that was a huge why for me, is to go swimming. And I did that actually when Paula and I went to the cruise at Weight Watchers in May. Yeah, I went to go buy bathing suits. I must have, like, the amount of money that I spent on this swimsuits, I'm like, oh, different like outfits. I'm like, I spent like $600. I'm like, oh my God. But yeah, so that was huge for me. That was like, because that kept me motivated. So that was a non-scale victory that kept me going.
How did you feel when you accomplished that?
Thank God there was water. No one knew that no one knew I was crying. But that was like surreal. That was like, oh man, I've been talking about this moment for a long time and I'm here. That was crazy.
Amazing.
Yeah.
What is a non-scale victory goal that you have or you want to see coming up or achieve? Is there something you're looking forward to other than your scale-driven?
I think another non-scale victory that I want to do is, another victory that I need to do is scale-driven.
Okay.
But because I'm still 20 pounds to my goal weight.
Yes.
Which has been since June of last year. Oh my God. But another non-scale victory for me would be for my body to change in terms of like muscle-wise. Like I think I'm trying to you know, tighten up my muscles. That's a good one. And I think to get more upper body strength, that term there, because I've hit a lot of non-scale ones.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like I have. Like I mean, when I feel down about myself, I remember I'm like, yo, you fit in a size 8 Lululemon, so quiet. So things like that, do you know what I mean? Like remind me of what I've gone. Another thing, another non-scale victory. Oh my God, there's so many of them. So before I first started my journey, oh man, this is a good one. So, you know, things would fall, right? Like a pen would fall on the ground, or my keys, or a piece of paper, or whatever the situation was. And things would like fall, and the person that would be beside me always picked something up for me. Because, you know, in their mind, they're like, she's probably going to have a hard time picking it up. Let me pick it up. This is what I thought, which I think I know is right, because, so like I would drop things or whatever and people would like pick it up for me, like a fork or whatever. And so now I drop things and no one picks it up. that's a great non-scale victory. So I'm like, so now I just do them on purpose. I'm like, I just drop stuff on the ground and no one picks it up. I'm like, yes. So I'm like, no one is inclined to pick stuff
I love that
up.
you do it on purpose.
I do it on purpose. I'm like, man, I'm killing it. No one's picking stuff up for me anymore. So that's a great non-scale victory. Another one is, there was, on my 40th birthday, I had like this, someone gave me this cute little sweater, and at that point I lost 50 pounds. I was close to 50 pounds. And she bought me this cute sweater, and I was like, oh man, it's such a sweet sweater. And it didn't fit me. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, oh, I would love to wear that sweater. Now I wore that sweater, and I knew, because your mind plays your tricks on you, right? I'm like, are you sure that didn't fit? Like, are you sure? But I knew for sure that sweater was like, I can fit one arm in. I was like, oh, so tight. But now that sweater is big. Oh man, like I wear it all the time. I'm like, man, you've come far. So those things like that, like non-scale victories are huge like that. So like, it's just crazy. And you know, like me not worrying about what the weight capacity is on a ladder. Not worrying about, you know, things like that. Like I still worry about it, but then I'm like, oh, I don't have to do that anymore. Like, wait 1 second. So things like that, those are huge. Like those keep me going.
Yes.
Yeah. Crazy, right?
I love that you have little things like throughout that you remind yourself of when you're. It's one thing to be like, oh, I had that sweater and it was small, and now it's big, and I'm past that. But you wear it almost with that sense of pride.
Yes.
Like, this once didn't fit me.
Yes.
Now.
Yeah. So talking about that, like I wanted to share something with you, which to many is a huge non-scale victory, but to me that day was dark. A big non-scale victory is your clothes.
Yes.
Yes? So last year I pulled my winter clothes out, and that was the darkest day of my life. A lot of people would be really happy about that, but I felt ashamed and embarrassed and disgusted, and I couldn't get those clothes out of my house fast enough because those clothes fit me, like just fit me. Now I'm like, oh my God, like it was like putting like a blanket on, or I could fit another person in the pants, and I was just, oh my God, it was like the worst day. And I couldn't put the clothes in the black garbage bags as fast as possible. They had to leave my house because I had to deny that was it at one time. Like I had to get it out of my house. I packed, I don't know what I put in those bags. I just packed them all up and I brought them to, what was that store called? Care and Share. And I just got them out of my house and I pretended it never happened. It was like a really dark time. Yeah, another non-scale victory is like your before and after picture.
Yes.
Can't do that either. I'm having a hard time still with it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a hard one too.
I think it's interesting because some people are very motivated to see this was before and this is during, this is now, or this is before and during, but it's also very difficult for people to, I think, say this was my life and this was where I am and now I'm here.
Yes.
Yes.
It's difficult for me to acknowledge and accept that was me. And I don't have the guts to do that yet. Yeah, one day. Some people have seen it, like, because I feel that they're not going to judge me or whatever. But that's a hard one.
Hi, everybody. Sorry for the mic being a problem. We're back. We're just wrapping up about non-scale victories and really having a great conversation about what that looks like, and there's way more than just the scale and the number. What is something you would say is a little motivation or something that people can do for their mindset to focus on their non-scale victories rather than just the scale?
Yes. So the thing is this, is that, okay, this is my tip, okay? My tip is this. 1, be proud of all the accomplishments you've done today. So even if today is your first day of your journey, be proud. That's an accomplishment. Okay? Every little accomplishment that you need to be proud of yourself. So if tomorrow you're starting to walk 5 minutes a day, be proud of yourself. My next thing is that believe that you can do it. Okay? Just believe in yourself. Number three is please make sure you do not compare yourself with someone else. It's easy to say, but hard to do. Don't compare yourself with the person sitting beside you. It's not fair for them, and it's not fair for you. Because they're going to feel that they're going to want to dim their light. And you're not going to feel that you're as important or good as them. So don't do that, okay? Number 4. We're number 4? Yeah. Number 4.
Just spitting out things.
I don't know. Yeah. Next one is surround yourself with genuine, positive, supportive tribe. If you don't have our tribe, join us. Okay?
Yes.
The other thing is to make your non-scale victory realistic ones. Okay? I mean, don't pick like, so I'm going to go in a size 2. Not happening. Okay? So it can happen. I'm just saying, like, be realistic ones. Be real kind of yourself. And share. I'm telling you to share your celebrations. Whatever they are. If you can bend down to pick something, cleaning your baseboards, picking stuff up when you drop, putting, your ankles are no longer swollen, like my ankles are no longer swollen. Things like that. Share those things because they're self-motivating you.
Yes.
And share your struggles, okay? Share them because it's going to help somebody else.
Yes.
Okay? And that's why to take a day at a time. And if you hit a bump, just remember those things and keep a journal.
I need to journal.
You need to journal. Me too.
Journaling.
Journal. And that's it.
Beautiful.
I think we're going to wrap it up because sometimes our videos go on forever. I'm like, what happened to our videos being 10 minutes? They don't work that way. I don't think we've ever had a 10-minute video. So anyways, yeah, that's it. So much love and hugs to all of you. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you loved this one. And that's it, Emily. I'm proud of you and I love you. Good job. Until next Sunday. Adios.